We're in the Rangers' end right now. Trying to move the puck along the boards. Moving it in for Louis to go chase in the Cobras' end. Louis looking to buy a little time. He's got Aiden up front. Behind the Cobras' net now. Battling hard, trying to move it along behind the net. Cobras up with it. And along the boards. Battling along the red line. Gavin's trying to pick it up. Cobras battling hard in the Rangers' end right now. And they're up with it. Moving it around. We have Nasser here. Subbing with us. Dumped into the Cobras' end right now. Cobras moving it up along the boards. Rangers trying to slow it down. It gets over the red line. Turning it around. Whoops. Cobras working on the Rangers' end right now. Turning it around, looking for an option. Going for a skate right up the middle. Goes up off some skates. Jackson's gone to get it. He's going to use his partner Cole, and they're moving it up to Savvy. Up center ice. Woo. Switch is there, but Zach is there, slowing it down. Over the Rangers' blue line. Got Louis picking it up, dumping it in. Ewan's trying to give chase. Cobras taking it behind their net. 11:06 on the clock. Nice pickup there by Zach. Face off in the Rangers' end. Cobras are going to rip a shot. Ooh, bouncing puck. They're going to try it again. Goes wide. We're featuring Benoit in net tonight. We're going to rip it around the other side. See if Zach can pick that up. Cobras are around the Rangers' net now, trying to look for a pass. They go back to their D. D working together here. Dump it back in the Rangers' zone. Phil working behind the net right now. Ewan picks it up in front of the net. He's going to just dump that. Oh, they say no call there, so play continues. Nick's going to see if he can slow it down. Goes all the way to the Rangers' blue line. Nick's picking it up and going for a skate in the Cobras' end. Cobras picking it up. Back behind the Cobras' end. Nick looking to track that down. Ooh, shot attempt by the Cobras, saved by Benny. Oh, moving that up to center. Oh, Rangers can't clear it. working hard in the corner. Quinn trying to pick it up. Oh, Cobras with a lot of pressure here right around the net. See, there we go. We're just going to rip that out. Cobras keep it in the neutral zone. Cobras right back into the Rangers end now. A couple of folks there trying to make a move. Eden trying to cause some trouble here for them. He gets it over the blue line. It crosses the red line. Nasser's going for a skate now in the Cobras end, excuse me. He's got some support now with Brody and Marshall. Cobras pick it up though and whip it around behind their net. Cobras trying to move it out. A little board battle here. And it's Marshall who comes up with it. He tries to get a shot off. Knocks off a stick and goes wide. Marshall picks it up, makes a move, trying to backhand, and he scores! 8:24 on the clock, 1-0 for the Rangers. Marshall with the face-off, and the Cobras get it into the Rangers territory. Jackson back to pick it up. He rips it up the boards, but the Cobras knock that down. They ship it back behind the Rangers net. Rangers trying to play it up along their boards now. Trying to use those boards nice and high. The defender for the Cobras tries to rip it back in, and it's back in the opposite corner for the Rangers now. Trying to clear it out of our zone. And that's Brody who's going to pick it up, get it over the blue line. The defender, though, for the Cobras just ships it back behind the Rangers net. Cole's using his partner, back to Jackson. They swing it up, try to get it to Brody. Kind of hops off of a stick. Ewan picks it up at the red line, goes for a skate. He's got Louis with him. They try a nice little drop pass, but Cobras read that. Zach is putting pressure on. It's back over to Braden, who passes it up, but it gets bounced back to the Rangers end. He passes that up to Louis. Oh, a little bit of back and forth here along the boards. Gets to the red line, but the Cobras pick it up. Tipped into the Rangers end by the Cobras. Braden's having a look. He passes it up to Louis along the boards. Louis gets his feet taken out from under him. We have a power play coming up. Ewan with the face-off in the Cobras end. Back to Quinn, who dumps it into the corner, and now it's behind the net. Quinn pinching hard, but it's all right. The forwards have picked it up. Going for a little skate around the net. Louis parked right there. And the Cobras are going to dump that to the Rangers end. 6:13 on the clock. In case you couldn't hear it with the background noise, the Rangers are on a power play right now. Louis is going to take that in. He's going to rip a shot along the side of the net there. Goes along in front, and they score! Oh, wait. Yeah. Okay, we're waiting for an update on the score. The scoreboard says 2-0, but afterwards we were issued a penalty, so the Rangers are on a PK right now. Nick is giving chase. Shot attempt goes wide. We're going to whack that out, and it goes back to Rangers territory. 1:20 on the clock for the penalty kill. 5:10 in the first period. Still 2-0 Rangers. We're going to pick that up, but that's called offside. Marshall really close with that one. Okay, puck is now in the Cobras' end. We're still on the penalty kill. Cobras moving through the neutral zone here. It's got some speed. Shot goes wide of the net. Cobras trying to keep it in the Rangers' end. They do, but Marshall's going to clear that to the Cobras' end. 44 seconds in the PK. Brody's going to try to slow things down on the Cobras' end. Cobras moving into the neutral zone now. Now in the Rangers' zone. He's being slowed down here nicely by Cole behind the Rangers' net. Cobras moving it along. In the Rangers' zone here. Shot attempt. Benny with a save. Shot was up in his upper body area there. Brody's going to try to chip that. He does. Knocks it into the neutral zone. Savvy's going to chase it. Gets that to the neutral zone. We're back to full strength. Louis going into the Cobras territory here. He's got Yui with him. Moving along behind the net now in the Cobras' end. Louis with the puck again. It gets pushed off the stick. Cobras trying to make a move, but Ewan picks it up. He's going to try to shoot. Woo! It just gets knocked over the goalie. Braden's going to go for a shot. It goes really wide. No chance of a tip there. Goes back in the Cobras' corner. Louis trying hard here to slow things down. Ewan's going for the skate. Tries to go the wide side. Misses the net. Louis still working hard. Cobras trying to knock it down. Phil with a great stop there. Now he's whacking at it and taking out Cobras players. Zach's going to try on the other side. Nice little dangle there. Puck was stopped in front of the net. Cobras now rushing into the Rangers' end. Braden having a look, trying to slow it down behind the Rangers' net. Nice pass there by Cobras, but Benny tracks it and stops that puck. Into the Cobra zone now. Aiden trying to move the puck. It bounces off a Cobra body or two. Picking it up again in the neutral zone. Cobra's trying to make a move. Bouncing it off the boards. Aiden trying to make a move into the Cobra's territory. Cobra's moving it along to their D partners. Oh, we got a 2-on-1 big shot attempt. It goes off of Benny and into the netting. Face off in the Rangers' end. Trying to move it along here. Ooh! Penalty coming against the Cobras. We're moving it up. Cobras touch the puck. So we'll be going on a power play. Pressure here. Quinn going to push that along the boards on the Cobras end. A little bit of back and forth with Marshall and Quinn. Centering pass. Little scramble in front of the net. The Cobras pick it up behind their own net. Rangers trying to pick it up again. Great pressure here. Marshall working hard in the corner. He's got support from Brody and Savvy. Still trying to find that puck. We're out with it. Woo! We got a Cobra off to the races now. He's all alone. Shot misses the net. Oh, a little trip there. Just people falling, losing their footing. Savvy's going for a skate. He's just going to get that to the net while we got some fresh legs. There's 1 minute left in the power play and 1:05 on the clock for the first period. It's back behind the Rangers net now. Rangers trying to get set up here, figuring out what's what. Ewan is going to go behind our net. It's being chased by someone. He's going to travel up along the boards. He's gathering some speed now. He's got Zach and Louie with him. Over in the Cobras end now. Ewan back to Jackson. Jackson's going to go toward the net. We couldn't get a stick on it. Nice turn here and firing it. Oh, it goes off a stick right through the crease in the Cobras end. Trying, working hard here to keep it on the Rangers stick. Jackson with a tough pinch there. And we're up with it and around. We're going to fire that back to Cole. Cole having a look. He's going to dump that back in. We've got 7 seconds on the clock, full strength. Louie's going to shoot. It goes off a body or two. That's the end of the first period with the Rangers leading 2-0. Nick with the face-off there. Back in Rangers territory for the start of the second period. Up along the boards here, off of the stick or two, but the Cobras trying to pick it up. Whoop. Nick couldn't handle that. And a zipperoo by the Cobras, and they're walking right in here. Backhand attempt. Cobras moving well behind the Rangers net now. Woo, little back and forth. Nasser now working his way into Cobras territory. We're just going to dump that in. Marshall's going to have a look. trying to keep it. Oh, it just trickles over the Cobras blue line. It's into the Rangers end now. Quinn doing some angling. Ben's going to cover that up. Slow things down a little bit. 13:53 on the clock. Ref asked the Cobras to switch their face-off guy.
Booty naked, take off all your clothes in the light. Move on flat.
Marshall with another face-off in the Rangers end. Centering attempt there. It's going to go flying up the boards. Brody's going to give chase. Marshall picks it up along the boards. And Cobra's moving it into center ice. And they're going to dump that in. It's behind the Rangers net now. Quinn's picking that up, trying to get it up and over to Brody. Board battle here in the corner. Marshall and Quinn doing some battle. Goes over center ice to Ethan. Ethan's going to try to skate that in hard to the Cobras end. Oh, that's a trip by the Cobras. We're going to go on a power play. Oh, little bit of excitement there. Face off in the Cobras end. Battle here, trying to turn it around. Ewan working behind the net. He's looking for a pass option. Back to Cole, back to Ewan. Ewan back to Cole. Whoops! Little funny bounce there, but it's okay. Cole's got it at the red line. He's going to go the opposite side. Jackson missed it, but that's okay. Ewy's got his back. We're moving it up along here. It goes over the Rangers blue line. All right, we're going to get set up here and see if we can't make something happen with this power play. Going to go back behind Rangers net now. Little move up to Ewan. And back to Jackson. Jackson going the other side to Cole. Right up the middle. Zach trying to make things happen. Ewan chasing in the corner now. Trying to get all set up. Ewan's going to go for a spin. He was thinking about a wraparound, but he got stopped. Louis going to work. And now the Rangers are getting called on a slashing or tripping penalty. Got a 4-on-4 here. Aiden into the neutral zone. He's going to dump that in. And he's going to go chase it. Oh, he almost got that over the red line. Big long shot. Misses the net wide. Still trying to move it up along. There's another penalty. Looks like a little body contact there from Phil. That was Nick with the face-off. And it's shoveled down into the Cobras end. Nick trying to slow things down while we have the 4-on-3. Cobras with the 4. Good shot there, but Ben gloves that down. No problem. Another good face-off there by Nick, and it's over by the Cobras net again while we get a fresh leg or two. Marshall's on now for the forwards while the Cobras are making a move. The Cobras are at full strength now while the Rangers are at 3 for 50 seconds. Marshall with great pressure there. Cobras back to the blue line, but are going to go for a long shot. Misses the net. Quinn's tracking along the boards. Quinn back in the corner now, trying to pick that up and figure out what to do with it. Cobras pick it up around behind the net. They're going to move that around. See what happens. They go to the net. Gets battled down. Trying to make sure Ben has a good view of it. Cobras trying to circle that around the ice and make something happen. Misses all the sticks. Quinn's going to pick it up in the corner. He's battling behind the net. The Cobras pick it up. Try to put it toward the net. And it's whistled down. Marshall with the face-off now. Whoa, Ben with a save there. Battling in the corner now. We've got 4 on the ice for 24 seconds, and then we're back to full strength. Cobra's trying to make a move. Battling along the boards here, trying to slow things down. Oh! That was a mega push off the boards. I don't see an arm up, so nothing called. Anyways, it's back behind the Cobras net. Nasser trying to slow it down as the Cobras move through the neutral zone. We're back to full strength now. Cobras working in Rangers zone. Ben with a big save. Cobras trying to make something happen now in the Rangers end. They put it toward the net. Battle in front gets picked up by the Rangers, but bounces off Brody's leg. Cobras pick that up, go cross ice. Cycling around, trying to find the right sticks. We're just gonna lob that down, but it's not gonna be far enough for an icing. Brody's gonna chase that all the way in the Cobras end. See what we can do to keep it down there. 8:46 on the clock in the second period. Great penalty kill there by the Rangers. Back to the neutral zone. We're going to fly that in. Oh, getting everybody on side again. Ewan trying to slow it down. Oh, didn't quite get it. Woo! I think that's called offside at the Rangers blue line. Face off by Ewan, and it goes into the Rangers bench. Nasser and Eden working here, trying to make something happen. Up along the boards, Nasser moving it up. Cobras looking for a big long pass there, get it to the other side. Woo. We dump it into the Cobra zone again, going for a change, okay. Gets knocked down here, Quinn's gonna knock that back. Gavin's having a look here while battling the Cobras. There we go, he moves it up to Savvy. Savvy's going for a long sauce. Brody's gonna pick it up with Marshall on the hunt. Marshall's going for a skate, looking for a good pass option. He's gonna put it to the net. Almost got tipped in by a Cobra. Cobra's moving it around now behind their net. Move it up to the center ice. We're gonna lob that back in. We're called offside. So the Cobras get reset and they cross the Rangers blue line now. 3:12 on the clock for the second period. Oh, they say that did not go over the blue line. It's still in the Rangers' end. Working hard with a little soccer move there. Gavin trying to slow it down. The Cobras are trying to center it. They go right off the post here. Savvy's picked it up and has crossed the blue line. He's going to dump that into Cobra's end. Cobra's pushing it back, but Jackson moves that forward. Zach's putting good pressure on with Ewan. Jackson's going to go the opposite side, and the Cobras pick it up. There we go. Cole's got it. He's going to have a look at his options. He's going to use his partner. That's going up to Zach now, who's coming into the neutral territory. And down to the Cobras end. Whoop. Jackson with a fire. Ewan's fighting hard. The goalie had to fight that off. Oh, a little bit of battling here in front of the Cobras net. Ewan taking the face off, and great shot attempt there by Cole. Jackson's going to dump that back in after the big rebound. Little skate around and bounces off the pad of the goalie and back to the red line now. Whoop. There we go. Nasser turns that around, fires that back into the Cobras end. Cobras are going to pick that up. Move around the other side. Zach trying to create some friction here in the Cobras corner. Cobras picking it up, moving it along, but Nasser's on the hunt. Oh, holding the line there. Good job by the Rangers. So for that battle in front of the net, we've got one of each team stuck in the box, so we're still at 5-on-5. Final minute of the second period. Cobra's looking to make a move. I think that was Braden who just slid across in front of our net to save a goal from happening. Gets pushed over and a fun bounce. getting ready with the face-off, and he won that one. Fired in by Savvy. Goalie fought that one off. Back behind the Cobras net now. Final seconds of play. Cobras back now in Ranger territory. Working hard in the corner. Gonna move that up. Oop, can't get a stick on it. Cobras D is gonna work on that. Fans a little bit. And that's the end of the second period. We're sitting at 2-1 for the Rangers over the Cobras. Start of the third period. We're in the Cobras end already. There we go, knocking it down off a stick or two though. Brody working to try to make something happen. He's got Marshall with him along with Savvy. Cobras moving it up along the boards, but Gavin says not yet and knocks it back in behind the Cobras net. Cobras got it in their corner, trying to think of what to do. Seeing some pressure. They move the puck around, get that to the red line. Gonna dump that back in, go for a change. Cobras pick it up behind their net. Zach's gonna give chase along with Ewan. Nasser's there now. Cobras with some speed into the Rangers end, but he gets stopped. Puck goes off a skate or two. We're knocking it down though, and then now, oh gosh, neutral territory. Cobras pick it up in their own end. Almost lose it, but regain control to hit the red line. Look out, Mr. Ref. Cobras moving it to the other side of the ice. Trying to get a shot to the net, but it's just short. Jackson fighting a few Cobras off to get it up to Zach. Zach moving along the ice here. He's going to buy some time for a line change. Nick's trying to slow it down. Savvy's going for it. Woo! All right. Savvy trying to hustle here, and he battles it off a stick, but he regains control. Good work there by Savvy. In the Cobras end now. Picking it up in the Cobras end. Cobras regain control and go to the other side. Oh man, there was a guy sitting at our blue line. Defenders are all over him. We push it up. Oh, for little collision by our own guys there. But it's okay. Braden's got it under control here. He's going to dump that in. Allow for some changes. Marshall giving chase along with Brody. Woo! Shot goes high over Benny. Gonna pick that up. Quinn's gonna assess the situation and see where to throw the puck. He goes up to Brody. Brody goes cross ice. It gets poked back to Gavin. Gavin's gonna go up to Savvy. Savvy's gonna dump that into the goalie. We go for a change. Cobras can't clear it. They're trying again. Ewan's gonna turn and pick that up. Crossing the line there. Gets poked to the corner. Ewan working hard. I guess that's not a tripping. Zach trying to slow things down. It still gets to the Cobras. Quinn's got to go fast. Oh, luckily a funny bounce there. Worked for him. He's going to dump that in deep. Ewan's going to chase that behind the net. And just to get a funny hop on that. Cole's going to have a look, and it's bouncing everywhere. He's going to have another look and go for a skate while he's at it into the Cobra's end. He's looking for someone there. He's got Ewan. He got knocked down. Oh, we just missed that, but it's okay. Cole's picked it up again. He's everywhere right now in the Cobra's end. Board battle here in the corner to the left of the goalie, centering pass in front of the Cobras, but it doesn't matter. We're going to dump that in and hope we can change in a hurry, but D stays on to make sure that the change happens easily. Oh, there we go. It goes up the boards. Rangers pushing in and dumping it into Cobras territory for an icing. Nick with the face-off there. Oh, it goes bouncing everywhere along the boards. Back to the D. Woo, big rebound there. We tie them up though. Cobras try again. It gets to the side of the net. Ben's going to cover it up. Nick lining up for that. Good face-off take. Cobra's working here around in the Rangers zone. They get in tight. Funny bounce, but luckily it goes over the net. Aiden battling hard with Nick. There we go. Jackson giving it a poke. Goes over the line, so Cobras are called offside. Dumping it in. Cobras are walking right into the Rangers territory, and they get a shot, but Ben gloves that easily. Face off in the Rangers' end. Working along the boards to try to clear it. Back in the corner, Gavin working hard with two Cobras. Woo! I thought we were going to score on our own net for a second, but that was just a fake out. Brody now working into the Cobras' end. He's going to go for a long pass. Rebound. Cobras pick that up. Gavin working hard to hold the blue line. And the Cobras turn that around into the Rangers' end. Long pass. Benny saves that. Face off in the Rangers' end again. Cobras trying to get a shot. They were tied up. There's an attempt there. Benny's down. Still a loose puck. Everybody grinding hard.
Penalty shot.
And apparently there's a penalty shot coming up now while the Rangers were trying to clear the puck out of their crease. The penalty shot coming. Ben in the net looking steady. And they go off the post with Ben tracking it as far as he could. All right, setting up for a face-off again in the Rangers' end. 10:45 left in the game. Back behind the Rangers' net, over the other way. Jackson tracking, trying to get that up to his buddies. A little spinorama there. Cobras up with it, and that's okay. Whoops, Louis tried to clear it. Oh, there Ewan had it. Back on over to Zach. Woo! Ben looking sharp there with a nice glove save down low. Face off there by Nick, but the Cobras trying to get something moving here in the Rangers' end again. Woo. Battling in the corner now. And it looks like we'll get an ice. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it'll die. I don't know. They pick it up just short of an icing. And Braden, oh, the Rangers are trying to keep it in. And it comes out of the Cobras' end. Braden working hard here. Ben's going to knock that off to the side. Cobras coming out with it in front of our net again. Ben's going to cover that up for a face-off in the Rangers' end. Ben's gonna scoop that up again. for the face-off. Gets back to the defender. Ben's gonna scoop it up again. We're gonna reset for yet another face-off in the Rangers' end. And that's another save by Ben for yet another face-off in the Rangers' end. Marshall trying to plow his way through that face-off, and it changed things a bit. We are just getting into the neutral zone now. We got Marshall coming in. Rebound opportunity! Oh, couldn't convert that one. Nice try, though, by the Rangers. Here come the Cobras back into the Rangers' end again. Whoops, Cole lost an edge. Marshall working hard trying to help while the Cobras are looking for a wraparound. They are going to use their defender. Goes in wide. Oh, centering attempt there. There we go. Let's see here. We've got it through. Savvy's going to put that in deep while we got some fresh legs on the ice. Just over 8 minutes left in the game. Zach trying to slow things down. He's got Ewan. Woo! Some folks back and forth. There we go. We fired it right down to the goalie. Louie's going to see what he can do. Ewan's down there too. Nice pinch there by Phil. Ewan working hard. Braden on the hunt here in the neutral zone. He bounced. Oh, that was a big shoulder into Zach. Zach goes down. Louis trying to make some moves. Holy cow, we're trying figure skating while we're at it. And here comes somebody lost a neck guard. And it looks like Zach is... I don't know what's happening. Maybe they just called the neck guard. Oh, I'm sorry. There is a Cobra player down in the Cobra end. So we're just going to take a pause and hope he's okay. Good face off there by Ewan. Louis going in deep. Into the Cobra zone, I should say. Cobra's looking to move it out of their own zone now. Woo! Got off a helmet there. Ewan's going to pick it up in the Rangers' end. He's going to go across to Phil. Phil's going to go up to Zach. Zach is trying something there. It's off of a few skates. Louis picks it up. He's going to go he's going to just dump that in. Ewan's going to go chase, and we're going to have one or two people change. That's picked up by Quinn and fired back on target. And Cobra's goalie's going to cover that up. Nice face off there by Rangers. That went in. Holy cow, a little bit of ping pong. That was all started by a great face off win by Nick and a push back to D. Was that Nasser who scored? That was Nasser who got it through the pads of the goalie to make it 3-1 Rangers. Definitely. Nasser battling along the boards here. Back in Cobras end now. Cobras moving through the neutral zone. Whoop! It bounces back and forth. Big rebound off of Benny. Aiden trying to push it past the blue line without success. Goes to the opposite corner in the Rangers end. See if we can get it out from that corner. Goes back behind the boards. Sorry, behind the net. Quinn working hard here. We managed to poke that away. It bounces over to Benny. He covers it up. 5:45 on the clock in the third period. Benny's gonna scoop that up after the face-off. Rangers pushing it behind their net and up to Brody along the boards. Brody working with Savvy, who moves into the Cobras end. He's still working hard, gets it right to the net. The goalie's going to cover it up. Oh my gosh, we have some fisticuffs now. All right, so after the fisticuffs in front of the net, we've got a Cobra and a Ranger. I think that's Brody in the box for us, but we're still 5-on-5. Rangers moving into Cobra's zone now. Whoops, it squirts over the blue line. Cobras pick it up in their own end and are looking to move it. But Louie's got some nice footwork here to slow it down, and he's going to push that back into Cobra's end. Cobras are going to push right down the middle and are going to try to get a shot. They do. Bend with the save. Cobras pick it up in the Rangers end again. Nice little tap there by Cole to push it into the corner. Big strong shoulder by the Cobras to knock down Cole. Ewan's going through neutral ice. He's going to move it over to Zach. Zach's going to try for a shot. It bounces off the stick and way over the net. Ewan's still putting pressure on behind the net. Cobras pick it up. Trying to move that along. No, and Braden tried to hold the line, but ref said it went over. Nick with the face-off. Up along the boards and into the Cobras end. Bouncing along here in the neutral zone. Phil up with it now in the Rangers end. He's going back to Aiden. Aiden's pushing it along, and he's got Nasser there with him. Aiden turning and looking for a pass option, trying to keep control of the puck in the corner. He's got Nasser with him. Sorry, that was Nick, sorry. Cobra's going, turning it around. Whoop, that was off, sticking into the netting. Cobras trying to make something happen off the boot of Savvy. Back in the Rangers corner now and behind our net. Cobras looking for a pass option. And picked up by Marshall, and he's crossing the red line. Moving into the Cobras zone. He goes for a long shot. It's gloved down by the Cobras goalie. Off in the Cobras zone. Ethan giving chase. Now Brody giving chase on the opposite side. He's going to be helped out by Marshall. Gavin trying to hold the line. He gets beat. Savvy trying to angle. Cobra goes around the net and fires on to Benny, who scoops that up. Face off coming in the Rangers end. 2:37 on the clock with the Rangers leading 3-1. Ewan with the face-off there, but the Cobras regain control. Quinn working hard in the corner, and now Ewan trying to move it through the opposite corner now. Oh, he had a big opportunity there. The Cobras with a shot goes over the net. Another shot battled off the pad of Ben. Cobras trying to make a move here in the Rangers end. Woo, lots of battling. People falling along the boards. Zach working hard. Quinn's got it now in the corner, trying to figure out what to do with big pressure on him. He's just going to push it up against the boards and eat a little time up. Ewan trying to help. We got 3 Cobras in there now, trying to get the puck free, and they do. Back along the Rangers net, and Zach's trying to scoop that up and get that along the boards. Ewan's going to pick it up. He's going to push that. Louis just missed it. Nice attempt there. Cobras turn that around while we're getting some fresh legs on the ice. Here comes Louis again. He's going to see what he can do. He moves that over to Zach. Zach has Nick with him. Oh, he just lost it going through lots of people there. He's going to scoop that back into the corner for Nick to chase. Nasser's having a look as well. Almost picked up there by Cole. That pass didn't hit the Cobra stick, thankfully, or that would have been a good shooting opportunity. They spin it around here for Aiden to pick up off the boards. Aiden trying to do something, but can't get it over the blue line. Gonna try this again, going up the other side, see what Nas can do. It goes right up the middle. We got some sticks on it, and got Nasser to chase it through the neutral zone. He throws it behind the net, seeing what we can do. Marshall's gonna have a look too, as the Cobras move it back into Rangers territory. Braden is tracking it really carefully, seeing what he can do. 16 seconds on the clock. Just trying to eat it along the boards here, board battle. Someone's down, I can't tell who, or sitting low anyway. Aiden with a chance, and that's the game. So the Rangers come out on top here in Van Cleek Hill against the Cobras tonight with a